With the newest addition of my collection, Maker's Mark FAE 02, essentially being Maker's Mark 46 with a little extra experimentation, I think it'd be fun to do a head-to-head with these to figure out exactly what changed. Welcome back to Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. I'm Steven, and today, whenever the heck you're watching this, we are getting into some Maker's Mark Cask Strength products. Well, Maker's Mark Stave Profile Finishing Limited Edition Cask Strength products. Tonight, we are drinking both Maker's Mark 46. This particular bottle I got in 2021. It is 110.3 proof. And, you know, it's their whole 10 virgin French oak stave profile that is the 46 profile. And then we're also getting into the brand new 2021 FAE 02, which again, just like 46, it's a 10 virgin French oak staves, except for they're toasted. This particular one, they were toasted on both sides, whereas FAE 01 was only toasted on one, and this one is 109.1. I want to go through, kind of taste Maker's Mark 46 and compare it to Maker's Mark FAE 02 to kind of figure out exactly what does that toasting of the French oak stave profiles change. Does it change anything? Before we get into this, I just want to say I love both of these bottles. I'm a notorious hater for Maker's Mark products or wheated bourbons, or well, most wheated bourbons. But this one is fantastic. Well, both of these offerings are fantastic, and I just want to kind of see what's the taste difference. Is there really a change? Or is it just a gimmick? Who knows? Let's get into it. Starting off with the baseline, which is good old Maker's 46 Cask Strength. And again, this is the 110.3 version of it. I know that's probably going to change year to year. I got this one in 2021, so I'm assuming it's a 2021 batch, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Let's get into this. On the nose. Ooh, so on the nose, very, very bready, sweet vanilla, caramels, buttery, little bit of like a stone fruit plum, maybe like a lemon zest in there. Very lovely nose. And I want to compare these. So I'm going to take it nose, palate, finish, and I'm going to kind of work my way down, comparing them like right back to back. That way we can get like kind of an accurate, full-bodied comparison. On the nose of this one, a little bit more like toasty caramel forward. Getting a blueberry note instead of where I was getting kind of like plums on the 46. On the FAE 02, it's kind of like a blueberry-ish note, but it's still like a dark fruit. Toasted oak and pomegranate. FAE 02, it's a little bit darker, oak forward, more like toasty, kind of like winter vibes, where this is more of a kind of like bready, baking, fruity aspect. So this is like typically along more of like a typical Maker's Mark flavor profile, where this one's a lot more toasted oak. It almost kind of starts to remind me of like a 1910-ish, like a double oaking toast, but not quite there. Yeah, if I had to give it to one on the nose, I would definitely say I like the FAE 02 just because I think it's a little bit more complex, a little bit darker, but overall still really good. So let's start off with the palate of 46. Bready, red apples, a little bit of like a plum, a little bit of like a peach. Very fruit forward. It's very bready and fruity. Toasted bread, fruit, caramels, vanillas. Very, very good. Let's get into FAE 02 to kind of figure out exactly what the difference is. Darker. Getting a little bit of like a chocolatey, coffee, caramel, toffee note. Not very fruit forward. Still a little fruity. I'm getting like a peach almost on the palate. But whereas 46, I was getting a lot of like rich, bright fruits. Like I was getting apples, maybe pears, peaches. I'm pretty much just getting peaches. Maybe even a little nutty there, but it's not like an overwhelming nut. It's just like a little bit of like, here's a peanut. Little oaky. Definitely darker. I'm getting like brown sugars, caramels, toffee, vanillas. Still bready overall, but not overly bready. And then there's like a darker fruit, like kind of like maybe a plum, blueberry, pomegranate type darker fruit in there. But 46 was a lot lighter on the palate, a lot breadier, a lot more just kind of like light, vibrant fruits, where FAE 02 is not as vibrant. It's a lot darker, deeper, richer. But overall, really good. Let's compare the finishes now. The finish on this one kind of leans to like a vanilla apple skin almost. Toasted oak, or a little bit of like oak, not toasted oak, but oak, apple skins, and vanillas, if I had to say. Very solid finish. I would say moderately long, but not very long. Very, very good. Let's get an FAE 02. Ooh, on the palate there, got a little bit of an apple skin on FAE 02, but then it went straight into blueberries. Very weird. The finishes into like a chocolatey toffee oak. A little bit of like a blueberry note on there. Overall, really, really good. Again, like I said in the beginning of this video, I think both of these are really, really good bottles. One thing I will add, now that we've gone through, tasted every single subsection, the viscosity. FAE 02 is noticeably more viscous than the 46. The kind of toasted oak brought a lot more darker, richer, deep flavors and increased the viscosity. It's noticeably thicker comparatively to the 46. Again, none of these are thin, but the 46 felt thinner and had a lighter, shorter finish than the FAE 02. If I had to say I like one or the other, I would definitely say I lean FAE 02 just because I like those deeper, darker, richer flavors. The viscosity, a little bit better. So overall, I would say that is a better bottle. So if you had the ability to pick up one or the other, I would definitely lean FAE 02. But again, two really, really great bottles, and it's really interesting to see that the toasted oak, it's not really just a gimmick. It definitely does noticeably change the bottle, and it was a really fun thing to taste through. But that's going to be a wrap for this video. Please do us a favor, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you guys thought about this video. Let us know which one of these bottles you prefer. Check out our Facebook, Instagram, and our Patreon. The link for that is down there below. I appreciate y'all for your support. Cheers, y'all. We'll see ya later.